But for sure, got about 30 minutes. Might as well try to stream this. All right, had everything set up. Go. Yeah. Okay. Gonna be efficient. Quick and efficient. Shikari was yes, 2 streams. Yeah, what are you talking about? I always do 2 streams. Brian just left, and I have the setup. Everything's good to go with this, and I said, you know what? Screw it. Screw it. I said, screw it. I said, screw it. I'm gonna do it. Swole girl coming along. It's swole girl. It is a swole girl, man. Should be concerned. It's good. He's doing a good job. He's doing a very good job. He's doing a good job. Lucky. Brian's Bargs, he just stopped doing them. It's not that I passed him on it. He just stops doing them. I'm like, whatever. It's not like I can probably throw him out of the academy or whatever. If we were at an academy, I'd be like, you're out. I couldn't say that. I never had the authority. They should have given it to me, though. I've totally abused it. Trying to learn muscles. Do you learn that in Florence? For the most part, we just did so many figure studies that you started like becoming decent at it, right? You started just seeing a bunch of stuff. But also, I mean, like, you could just copy them out of a book, you know? I used to do a lot of anatomical studies. But we did so many drawings, like, it was insane. We also had écrochet, which I actually did not do, and I regret that. It was Andy Amaral. I've talked about this. He is very good. He knows more than most docs about anatomy. In fact, I think pretty certain about that. Um, I was thinking of doing some. Well, I could do some reference photos of myself, not nude, but I would have like cloth on or something. This would be good because it is a decent definition for modeling, but I don't want to be nude. I don't know if I'm going to do it though. I would put it in the reference photos section. I might. It's not a big deal, honestly. It's like almost straight across, isn't it? That drops. In a bikini? Yeah. I mean, that's the only way you can do it, right? Is there any other way? Bikini. Say Brian should join me in the midnight watch bar session. He should. It would benefit him. The world needs more Brian. A mankini? Yeah. Wait a second. Let's see what's happening here. Okay. Did y'all see last night though? Or it wasn't last night, the night before. I was asking if the Vatican has like a room where they keep all the broken off penises, because there's this rumor going around, and I was like, what is going on? Because I didn't believe it at first. You know what? What's the drawing there? It's not good. I didn't know you were serious. I know. I don't blame you for thinking that. They probably have a side room with broken old stuff. Lewis's runway models. I mean, it's logical to keep it. They don't just throw away parts of statues. Well, so back in the day, like in Michelangelo's time, when he painted the last, it was the Judgment Day in the Sistine Chapel, right? So this is not the ceiling. This is Judgment Day on the wall. He actually, it's all nudes, but I think the Pope at the time didn't like that there were nudes, and so he had a painter cover up with fig leaves, you know, the private parts of all the men and women, I think. And the painter who did it was a friend of Michelangelo who didn't like that he had to do this, so he painted over it very thin so that it could be removed later on, and which it was removed later on. But I think the same thing happened with sculptures and they cracked the penises off. At least that's what some people are saying. And they said that there's a room with all of them kept, which I don't know if I believe this or not. That's why I was asking you guys. I think it might be difficult to get them off in one piece, but then again, I've never tried, so I could be wrong. It just doesn't make sense to me, because why not just not show them, or you could cover them up with something. You don't need to like literally crack it off. But life doesn't make sense. Does not make sense. Doesn't. Broken off stuff or statues gets lost easily, so it makes no sense to have them loose. I don't. That's why I was like, I'm asking you guys, because y'all oftentimes know this stuff. Because there's a lot of, look, it sounds crazy, but again, that's why I started with the Michelangelo story. They literally at one point painted over his work because this stuff has been issues in the past. Which is understandable. It's like, if you think of like, imagine in a church today, you go into a church and I'm hired to paint, and I paint everybody like boobs, tits out, and penises everywhere. What do you think would happen? That's what happened before. Now, I think done with the right way, it's fine. But if you're giving, filtering, my point being, it's not that far-fetched. Made them eunuchs. Did I get the spell right? I guess. I don't know. Where's the penis? Life is crazy. We know this. Unix. We're like way off. Not even close. I'm like, seems about right. You know how the church painting on a wall of Jesus was a woman repainted, and it's wait. You know about that church painting on the one where it got repainted? It was such a tragedy, but hilarious. You saw in Waldemar's documentary that they made a marble cloth for a statue they can remove? No way. Boom! Okay. Now, what we do, I don't know why I talk like this, but I do. Let's go in with some reds. What time is it? 4:30. Okay. Y'all might not believe me, but I think I can get this thing done in 20 more minutes. Because I'm delusional. The dumbest thing. Let's go in. We'll just use the same. I don't need this. These brushes. Actually, let's use these. That's okay. I can fix that in a second. Do this first. Lewis, this is the wrong color. Shut up. Boom! Steps. this brush. Turn this one into chimney brush. Chimney brush. It's Race Against Time! This is what Jesus really looked like. It's the funniest picture ever. It was a tragedy. It was such a good painting before. It just like, it was just like the worst job you can possibly imagine. I think they had a restorer coming the next day or something. I don't think they could fix it. Maybe they could. It was just the worst thing ever. I think she was very belligerent as well over it. Something definitely was going on mentally with that woman. It was weird. Okay. Now, big brush. Oh, shoot. I forgot this house inside. Long lost PPs. I don't know what that is. Yeah, whatever. Increasing the chroma in the greens that I have. In case, Pintor Creativo. Genialis Artistas. It's the proper anatomical name for huge knockers. Honkers. Chimney straight out of hell. What do you mean? It looks, yeah, it is. Shut up. It's red. Okay, I get it. It's the red. Who cares? A bit darker. Green. Chroma. Y'all are just waiting for that blue sky, aren't you? Aren't you? It's gonna be blue like you've never seen blue before. A blue sky. Yes, blue sky. Ah, yes. The only thing that's keeping me going right now is the vision that this thing is gonna be done. The sooner, the more I paint. That's it. It's the only thing that's keeping me going. Is it the money? Partially. But really, it's a sense of satisfaction and relief once this is done. I must say, it's dampened by my fear that I'll get another commission like this. Alright, subconsciously post some ditties on the side. Sap green, or do you just mix custom? I mix custom green. He wants the leaves in it. He does, probably. I'm gonna have to make the trees up. Breath of, for once in your life. For once in your wretched life. Be expressive. Express yourself. Dun, 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 dun. Express yourself. Chroma. He wants chroma. Chroma. Look at that chroma. Blue. Thin it out. Woo. I know y'all can't see a lot of this. It's kind of going off the side, but it's not really, you're not missing anything. I'm gonna get this in quickly. If I express myself, I'll be expressing myself. Like every time I try to do that, I screw up and then he makes me repaint it. He's like, I don't like what you did. Every time I do something that I think is going to make the painting better, he's like, nah. Put it back. Take the dark out. Now, the tree I'll paint on over, I'm just going to put a blank sky up right now. And let me mix that color really quick. Just that. Like I said, our goal is just to fill this canvas board. And I'll put all the fun stuff on it afterwards. Lots of blue, lots of blue. I need more, but I'll start with that. Big brush. There you go. Everybody's like, no, not the blue. It's a lot. It's a lot. Gotta do it. Gotta do it, guys. Get this done. Y'all seen the stuff I like to do. This enables me to do it. Sorry guys, I'm really trying to finish this, otherwise I keep up with chat a little bit better than I am right now. So I have to go and get my dad. But I really want to finish the sky. Before I do, I gotta get this in. Soften. Ruined. It is ruined. I'll paint the clouds in, but I'm not going to do it today. I have to paint them in. Yeah, no problem, Grasshopper. You're welcome. Need some of those V birds. Perhaps you're right. Boom! Painting filled, more or less. Let me get those things. Now we can work with it. So don't do what I did and not put an imprimatura on it, okay? Don't do that. Don't be an idiot. Boom. Get it? Go. See, now all these things that I can now work on, this is actually now in a good place. Got a lot of work done today. That's good. So it's blocked in. This is the blocking, basic blocking, and obviously we lost some drawing over here. The drawing's not that great, but that's okay. This is stuff that I can, you know, it's not that hard to fix because it's, you know, it's ballpark. Everything's ballpark. You know, everything is freaking ballpark. So now we can start working with the lights and darks if we really want to. Ah. It's hard to see this because, wait a second. If this is here, then this is actually coming up. That's it. That's where that line should be. Up top, and then that means this is going to raise up. Something like that. Okay, I'll fix that stuff later. Now I can start going and getting like a light impression, start correcting the drawing, add the color in. I'll leave the stream on as I clean up. I'll catch up in chat too, because I do have to run, but we got a ton of work done, which I'm actually very pleased with. So, let me organize this really quick. That. Go. Got it. Got it. Uh, no need to thank y'all. You're here to help. What did y'all do? This is a picture that's taken from a lower perspective. Y'all are starting to see stuff in it, right? Even like falling down the back. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot that needs to change with it. There's a lot that needs to change. But it is now ballpark, which is what I wanted. I'm just trying to throw it down. Because I could have spent more time on the charcoal drawing, but I didn't want to. I think if there's anything to take away from, just don't cut corners like I did in this. I'm doing it because I'm desperate. Okay? I didn't put a grind on because I didn't feel like it. Also, I had to cut the board. Literally had to cut that size. The drawing was ballpark too. I mean, it's like I was getting to a point where I could still correct it in paint. It was close enough to do that. So that's why I opted to do that. It's so strange. Ah, just shot up across into my stereo. Come on. So messy. All right, so what do you think wrong with what? You know what? Never mind. I don't even care. I do not care. Well, I'm going to fix it anyway. And guess what? If I don't care either. Don't care. Just to clean today. Oof. It's either your camera angle or it looks uneven to me because the grass of the side is too high. That might give that impression. Oh yeah, it looks like it looks like it's like tilting down some. Yeah, that might need to drop just a little bit. I might have lost that. Look. You know what? It doesn't matter. It's like, it's up and over like that, so it could be. I don't know. You're gonna paint the trees as well? Yes. Yes, I'm gonna paint some trees in there. Yeah, so I'll paint the trees in. This, like I said, I was just trying to cover the canvas, just a base, something that I could, because everything was just blindingly white, right? It was contrasting. In paint, there is no such thing as light. We create the illusion of light by contrasting lights and darks with the right color. And that white of the board was whiter than my white paint was. So it was just like, it was making everything else appear dark. Now probably the roof appears so it's not black. If you go and look at the beginning of the stream, I think this one too, but definitely the one before, like earlier this morning, the roof looked black when I was painting it, but I think it probably doesn't now. It doesn't look black, it just looks dark. But yeah, there's drawing issues in it. Even from like what I can see, I'll come in tomorrow and probably be shocked. I'll be like, no, not again. Yeah, I'll get it. But like, so when I set the camera up, like a slight movement threw all the angles off. Like this, everything is, I think with buildings, it's very obvious when it's off with my setup. So unless I was to put the camera straight on, which I'm not going to do because I don't have time. But I'll show you all later. But either way, it doesn't matter because I'm going to correct all this stuff anyway. All these lines and stuff in it, I'm going to correct. So. Yeah, it's nothing to really be concerned about. I've been painting for about 20 years, 22 years or something like that. I was trained at the Florence Academy of Art back in from 2000 to 2005 or so. I started painting in I think 2002 or 2003. So. But Savannah, if you want, like I said, you want to be good at painting, obviously you have to paint, but the best thing you can do is learn how to draw and, you know, learn the right way how to draw. Stick with it. Even when you feel like you're not going anywhere or going backwards, that happens. Stick with it. And then make the transition to painting. Yeah, thanks, Grasshopper. It's just, I mean, look, I had it sketched in, and we sketched it in with paint. We filled the values in. That was the goal today. next time I'll go in, I'm gonna, really start establishing the value range and correcting all the shapes and start modeling the shapes, and we'll put the trees and everything in and work that up. It'll be nice. It's gonna be a good painting. Good for what my client wants. My client likes it very, high color, very vibrant, always, very, the strong clouds and the very blue sky. So, very detailed. What's this here? You don't sleep but for chair. Might paint Claire's face today. You should. I like the work that you're doing, QFX. I like it, man. You're good. You just gotta keep painting, keep drawing. Always work on the drawing. Excuse me. Guys, that's it. I gotta run. Gotta go clean these brushes. Gotta clean them. Y'all are awesome. I'll try to stream this week. I'm not sure if I can, but I'll try my best. I'm already seeing drawing issues with this stuff, but it's everything's correctable, and that's why we keep it. We don't over model. We don't overdo it. We don't try to push all the color. Focus all day on doing one thing. Everything's going to be moved around anyway, and so I set it up for the next session. Right? And so that's how we got to think ahead. And to do that by experience, right? Just experience. There's some places that aren't filled by the canvas, but it's close enough at this point where it's achieving its effect. We're good. All right. Y'all are awesome. I will see you. When's the third stream today? That'd be something. That'd be something. All right, guys. I'll see y'all later.